how are you doing these days? Like, how are you living? Like, fundamentally, how is life in general? Welcome to my channel. Of welcoming someone is very needed these days in a world full of a lot of negativity, uncertainty, and confusion. If you look at the world through the lens of news media, it's like doomsday every single day, right? And I really don't like that sentiment. If I were to create some sort of type of media, I would love to create something that is meant to bring people more joy and peace and, happiness in their lives than doomsday every single day. Actually, this is more posed as a question than a answer or anything like that, because I'm curious, how are you doing these days? Like, how are you living? Like, fundamentally, how is life in general? Are you going through the motions or having a particularly great time in life? In my circle of the world, it's very different from yours. I have chose to cultivate my own, friends, community, and, family you can't really choose, but I am fortunate enough to have a great one. And I think that's a very fundamentally different experience of existence than what you could say the average family is. But still, there's no sort of sense of average family in the world, right? Everyone has such a unique and different experience that it cannot be categorized as just average. But what I do think is some sort of common ground I find people talking about a lot is in survival, essentially, right? I'm curious about how you are doing. How are you doing? Truthfully. There's obviously going to be waxes and wanes in the moon, as always. There's going to be better times. There's going to be worse times. But I hope you're not affected by what the general big environment of the news or what media or, bigger conditions of societal culture. I hope you're not letting those things impact you, because ultimately it's sort of meaningless, isn't it? Of course they have impact. I'm not denying they're going to have impact on you. I find it sort of meaningless to consume every single update of it, besides to just getting my mood down. That's why it's called doom scrolling, right? You can't stop even if it feels bad, because the pesky survival instincts of ourselves keeps our attention on stuff that are extremely negative, right? And that's not a really good state of mind to be in. I think I've decided a long time ago that I was not going to choose to live in that state of mind of fear, and I was going to choose to live differently and see things differently. And once I'm able to trudge myself towards a different side, I feel like I've been accumulating stuff that are more on that side as well. Just paying attention to better things, paying attention to growth, paying attention to my own joy and healing and all those sorts of stuff. This is my journey beginning in another sense of trying to create a piece of media that can hopefully make you feel the same as well. So I guess this video serves as an introduction of me. I really want to describe this as learning together, to learn together of how to become happier, basically, how to be better, how to have a better life in general. And I don't mean just financially, I also mean well-being wise and, spiritual wise even, because I'm also a little bit into spirituality. I'll be very frank here, actually. Before starting this YouTube video channel, I've been trying very hard to think, all the typical normal things about, okay, what kind of audiences, what's your value proposition, what markets do you want to target? There's very business aspects of this, but I think honestly the best way might just be asking you, how are you? What do you want to hear? What is something that is bothering you daily? Yeah, but my question is what do you want in life? If there is one thing out of all the problems and situations or stuff you have, if there was one thing you desperately, desperately want to achieve, but you haven't found that means yet, what would that be? What would you want? write down in the comments below. I guarantee you I will do my best in the research. And if anything, I do have confidence in my learning abilities at least. I got both scholarships for my master's and for my university undergrad, and that's why I graduated early. So, yeah, hopefully I can find an answer. If not, I will do the best of my abilities to present what I think might be some directions you can go into. So, yeah, feel free to comment down below of what is that one thing you really, really want to do, achieve, solve, whatever, in the comment below. So, yes, my next video will be dedicated to you. I'm excited. I'm excited about this new experiment. I really want to help people overcome things they haven't been overcoming before. And hopefully, I can become some sort of a tool in that process. So yeah. All right. See you in the next video.